panel discussion on the topic recycled plastics in manufacturing, a game changer for sustainability. Moderating this session we have Jeremy Serhold. It is an honor to introduce a seasoned expert in recycled PET manufacturing with 15 years of experience in Australia. Jeremy currently serves as a technical manager for research and development and new product development at PolyNext Technologies Limited. Over his career, he has specialized in CSD bottom blow molding, mono and multi-layer sheet extrusion, coating, and PET fiber processing. Please join me in welcoming Jeremy Serhold to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, in panel we have Priyanka Jha, a dynamic leader and visionary driving the sustainability and innovation in the plastic recycling industry. With over 12 years of diverse experience in banking, finance, and plastics, she brings a unique blend of strategic acumen and industry experience. As the driving force behind advanced plastic chip manufacturing, Priyanka has transformed the plastic recycling landscape in UAE. I would request Priyanka to please be on the stage. Next we have Neil Green, the innovative founder of Green Product Limited. Inspired by his mother's struggle with arthritis, Neil introduced the Smart Bunker, a simple yet revolutionary storage solution that allows easy and safe dispensing of bulky materials like coal, animal feed, salt, and much more. Please join me in welcoming Neil on these days. Next we have the panelist Tobias Lind, who began his career in 1996 as a process and development engineer before moving to sales engineering. In 2001, he joined the Dow AIAD as a technology manager. Over the years, Tobias has been instrumental in developing the company and driving its growth, with keen focus on sustainability. Tobias on the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, just to mention the diversity of the panel, we also have Aryan Agarwal, the CEO of Recycled Plastics, a global leader in plastic waste management with 9 recycling lines across Asia and an impressive annual capacity of 36,000 metric tons. Recycled Plastic is the only Indian company licensed to issue plastic credits globally. Next we have on the panel is Simon Fielder, who is the founder of Simiplast GmbH, a fast-growing company specializing in international trade of recycled plastics. Before launching his own revenue, Simon built his career in the heart of Europe's startup scene, first as a product manager in a fintech where he helped reimagine digital management and later spearheading the business development at a sustainability tech company. When he's not scaling business, he's making beats. Simon is also a music collector and has even worked on a track. So let's welcome all the panelists on the dais. Please give them a huge round of applause and over to the moderator.
So what a privilege, right across the globe. Germany, India, Sweden, yes, Northern Ireland, Ireland, okay. So, and Atlanta, so it's a great song too, but it's a privilege to host this time. And we're gonna get straight into questions. So the first question for Priyanka. So Priyanka, with your extensive experience in implementing innovative recycling technologies, how do you see recycled plastics reshaping the manufacturing industry in terms of sustainability as well as product quality?
Good morning, everyone. I am thinking that you are having a pleasant stay here in Dubai. You are enjoying. So coming back to the question, see, plastic recycling is just not about waste management. It's become the key driver for sustainability. And industries are moving away from their linear Western disposed method to circular economy. They are looking for a product with multiple uses and life. A few days before, my 9-year-old daughter, she wanted to plant and she got to backyard and she got plastic there while laying. So she rushed to me and she told me, my teacher told me that it's a non-renewable source of energy. So that means we should not throw it like this, Mama. I said, you're true. Then she told me, I don't know, since when this plastic is lying in the soil and it's like that only, it's magical, right? I said, yeah, dear, this is magical and this is only the reason which is causing problem also. So we need to deal with it, right? So a 9-year-old is also understanding what is sustainability and how we need to deal with. And this is the high time. We need to see how innovative we are going to be in recycling. At Advanced Plastic, we are having an advanced system wherein we are doing the color sorting, washing, graph erasing. But the question comes, are our society is ready to accept the recycled product? Then the picture comes for sustainability. The people who are very much craving that no, we need to do something for sustainability, we need to do our future generation, they want to do. And there the responsibility of recyclers is there. They need to innovate, they need to invent in such a way that the product which they are going to offer to the industry, to the manufacturing industry, is going to be a quality consistent and traceability should be there so that our manufacturer is going to be happy to use it. There should not be like, okay, one time I will use recycling and then I will say, no, I don't want to ever dare to use it. So as a recycler, it's our responsibility that give a product to them which is going to be consistent in terms of quality. If they need to trace where the feedstock is coming from, we can give them. So yeah, we are doing it right now. We are trying our best and we hope slowly, the society and the world is ready for that one and embrace it.
Thank you, Priyanka. I love that you started the story from the backyard. That was really nice. Neil. Yeah, that's you. So I love the passion and I love your smart bunker input type of the.
Thank you, that's really well.
Yeah, so one more thing. How can recycled plastics be effectively used to enhance the durability and functionality of innovative products like your smart bunker while maintaining ergonomic design and user-friendliness?
Well, at the moment, so we don't let long rotatable rules were actually not used to be recycled materials, but what they found in from kids UK, the whole concept of this highly the kilos because swipe box stars all forefront soon get there very difficult it up. A feature there is of that we've had our concepts an art house refused for 5 per year. When they do with plastic bag, they're actually event the when they use it, you puff out, pick up the bags and then the waste. So they had to hand it up. So our spike concretos, the very neck match dollar, the dirty becomes called he sends sparkle but so we heck and it's back then I we used to like your biggest bag to is like big bags over to be like about that up just so up there for the pictures, especially up there give people out there to through obstacles to the property or have not insect out chapter. Keep an eye trace or person, your trick or the very end of time. Nick, the night on to all ton hippo.
Fantastic. Looks great.
Thank you.
So we had a bit of a chat yesterday and I was very modest with you guys. Yeah. So Toby is my first with your extensive experience in polymer PVC and sustainability, how do you envision recycled plastics revolutionizing manufacturing? What are the biggest challenges and opportunities in making this a sustainable game changer?
Okay, to understand my vision, I have to explain what we are doing. I'm not talking about PVC, that plastic bottle. We are PVC compounder, so we mix PVC resin with different additives with custom-made formulations for different customers. And my vision for the future is that we can take back end-of-life products and use recycled PVC in the same formulations, then we can increase our use with 4 plus 6 of recycled. So that's we have started to work on, but it's the big problem is the logistics to get back. Who will take care of the end-of-life products? Who will recycle it and clean it and so on? So maybe we have to be more in that supply chain. And what was that personality?
So what are the biggest challenges and opportunities in making it a sustainable game changer?
Yeah, I would say the biggest problem is to get back the material, as I mentioned. And I think what we are trying to do is to find new ways to be able to recycle. We have one example for our biggest customers, Golon, the Swedish company producing design flooring. You can find them in luxury hotels in Dubai. And they have, since 10 years back, a known recycled brands, so they take back flooring, but they wanted to increase the amount of the recycled PVC, so they asked us to try and help them. But it was a problem to get recycled plasticized PVC because it contains some plasticizer available in want, and then we developed a method we could use rigid PVC and add. So they have replaced in their flooring it's no virgin fossil PVC, it's bio-based PVC or recycled.
Thank you, Tobias. Could they tip the base about how PVC is a contaminant PET recycled? He shot straight back at it and said how PET is a contaminant for you. So thank you. Ari, you have this question for you. So, Ari, with only 9% of global plastic waste actually being recycled, your work at Recycled Plastics is helping close that gap. By producing high-quality recycled materials and empowering India's formal collection for sake, especially among women workers, what role do you see circular economy lines like yours playing in the resilience? And how can policy and private capital work together to scale up solutions like these, especially in places waste charities?
First, that's a support question. Thanks a lot for that. First of all, I'd love to begin with thanking PolyNext team for inviting me here to speak at this platform. I think it's always a pleasure to speak at a place where there all people focus on sustainability and recycling specific to plastics. So I think you're all aware about the fact that globally there's around 400 million tons of plastic waste that's generated. 400 million tons, and this is doubled since 2000. Out of this, only 9% is getting recycled, as you mentioned, and 91% it's going where? It's going into the oceans, it's going to the landfills, getting incinerated, maybe at streets, and wherever. So this is a massive problem that we are all sitting here to discuss, and we are all solving in one way or another. So what happens in a country where the temperature touches 40 degrees Celsius and above? These landfills that we're talking about, they start to burn, and when they start to burn, they release a lot of greenhouse gases, specifically methane gas, that's extremely detrimental. And along with the city that gets started with that, the people who are actually collecting the plastic scrap, they are the real heroes, right? We are all sitting in our office and discussing, trying to implement what we can, but ultimately the real heroes are actually who are collecting the plastic scrap from the base. What are we doing for them? There's a fact that an average African only lives for 39 years. They're not living more than that because, as I mentioned, when these landfills burn, they release such detrimental and greenhouse gases that actually affects all the people who are collecting it at the scorching sun, it's very bad. It's very bad. So what we are trying to do in that, so till now, the company was started by my father in 1985. So it's been 4 decades, and we have done roughly 4 billion kgs of plastic waste. We have recycled 4 billion kgs of plastic waste till now. And what we are trying to do is we have employed over 60% of our collection heroes as women, because we believe that in a country like India, where there's disparity between the genders, so it's always better to promote, because see, collection and segregation doesn't involve any heavy labor, so you can easily collect and segregate. Besides that, there's one thing. So ultimately, we need to solve the problem of collection and segregation. How can we do that? Because we cannot recycle different kinds of plastic together. Some plastic melts at 100 degrees, some at 200, some at 150, and etc. So what if this is something that I shared in the platform I spoke at EarthX in the US. So this was really appreciated. And what if we try to color code each and every different kind of plastic? For example, let's assume, so the most difficult type of plastic collection is the film scrap. Bottles can't be collected because I believe it has value, and it's fairly simple if you compare it with the film scrap, the LDP flexible strappable. So what if we color code different kind of plastic? What if the shampoo bottles have a picture of, let's say, family of true color? What if the LED film has a family of yellow, red? I mean, we need to understand if we are keeping marketing above than the actual human life, because I believe that we are not saving the globe. Earth is not going nowhere. We are saving ourselves. Ultimately, Earth is going to outlive us. So what are we doing for ourselves, for the youth like this? Ultimately, if we color code it, each and every segregation will be so easy. People will be segregating super easily the right kind of plastic scrap. We go to the right recycling plant, automatically recycle, convert it into the right quality of recycling materials. And answering your second part of the question, which is how policy and private sector can tie up. India is a super example for that. To share this in a diverse, platform. So India in 2017 had implemented EPR. I think multiple countries have done it now. But in 2025, they have implemented UREP. What is that? That's minimum use of recycled material. So all the companies across India, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Unilever, any company have to use 30% of recycled granules in their end product if they're manufacturing buildings, and 10% if they're manufacturing anything related to Flexona. So that's how the reliance on virgin plastic will reduce and the recycling granules will get promoted, and that's how the problem will be solved. So I think this is one thing that there's a lot to learn and be implemented, because by 2028 this targets are going to go up to 60%. So by 2028 only 40% virgin they can use, and rest 60% they have to use recycled granules. And that's how the economy for this industry we are all working for will get promoted, and at the same time reliance on virgin get reduced.
Thank you. I like your terminal collection heroes, and I very appreciate you explaining your color coded vectors. Thank you.
Simon, my question is, how can technology and digital innovation help overcome biggest challenges in scaling the use of recycled plastics across global manufacturing industries?
So when I started 1 year ago, I come from tech, so I wanted to create a digital platform that connects manufacturers and recyclers. So I went to them, asked them, what is unique? And they always said it's trust. But not a platform alone can't give this trust. Recycling is people's business. So what technology can is to support this trust, but not as a platform, but support the firm trust, like for me, for my company. So can support with documentation, certificates, traceability, like yesterday we heard about it, or with a blockchain and technology. So it's one thing, but for us at C+, we focus a lot about automation. So complete process from order take-in to logistics to documentation is nearly automated. So right now I'm speaking here in Dubai, but my business is going. So I have 2-3 virtual agents that can take care about, and I'm I'm looking at my phone. If the truck is going from the recycler to the manufacturer, so that's a huge opportunity in those really hard times for the recycling industry in Europe. So for Sarah, it's a huge opportunity to do that in this way.
Thank you, Simon. That's amazing. He has a trust in her, he has that's a real benefit, she said. So, girl, another round of questions. I'll start. You again, okay? So, given advanced plastic chips manufacturing success in combining the GRS or recycling standards, what are the biggest challenges and opportunities in scaling recycled plastics use across different manufacturing sectors?
So this is the very serious question, I'll tell you, because you are asking about the challenges and the opportunity. I'll start with challenges because, and being a recycler, we all see the challenges actually is there, and many of our friends is talking about, and Aryan told about the shocking problem, the collection problem, and he was talking about the auto issue. So definitely different challenges there. To just brief it out, I'll point it in 4 different categories, what I presume to show you. The first is the feedstock, regular feedstock availability. The second I would classify as the perception of recycle or recycling material in the market or in the world. The third is policy, what kind of policy we are into. And the fourth is investment. So the first, as I told you, the feedstock value. I mean, everyone is talking about 9% is being recycled, the rest all is in the landfill or that. In the recycler, we are looking for the feedstock every day. We are slugging. Where are those 93%? I never see it, sorry. I never see it. So, if you are just talking now, but plastic is all over around us, the waste management team need to work. They need to do work and we need to support them. One of our previous scientists, Kusha, they were sharing about their experience that okay, they are collecting the plastic from the seashore area, but the recycler are refused to take it. Why? Because ultimately we need to commercial it, right? We cannot keep granules at our home to decorate, right? So whatever we are manufacturing, that should go back in this circular economy, that should go back in the society. If manufacturer, industry will not take those granules back, then how it will work and why they are not taking it? Secondly, perception. They are perceiving that recycled material is not so much quantity, it's quality oriented. They are just doing for the sake of doing recycling. No. Few of our friends are sharing about the US, that maybe in US recycling is not happening properly, but many part of the world they are actually doing very good recycling, but their perception come in the picture. And I can tell you, I mean, you take it about my company, Advanced Plastic, or any other recycler who are working. In my company, we have standardized the process so that one client who has used one material, the same material they are going to get in the next lot as well. So that if they do some formulation in their manufacturing, the same quality material they are going to get, it's going to be very regular. If these kind of trust a recycler can give them and manufacturer need to do changes in their perception, this cycle is going to have closely, which is what we are looking for. And the third, I told you, policy. Anand just now he told that India is implementing 30% you need to use the recycling product. But my dear friend, there are many other countries who have not yet implemented this. So these kind of policy need to be there because if policies is not going to support the recycler, then we cannot exist and we need to coexist. I'm not telling that okay, zero down the virgin plastic. No, we need to coexist because right now there is no time that we will just exclude virgin plastic from the manufacturing. Try to coexist. the material, the recycler, okay, now if you're doing 0%, try to do 10, 20, 30, 40, eventually you will come up to 90% recycling material. And the fourth, very much critical, investment. You want recycler to give you a product which is equivalent to virgin industry? We can give you, but we need a strong IoT team. R&D team needs investment, money, time. So that needs to be there. And the second point, perception comes in between when anybody wants to do the investment in the industry. So, and among these challenges, opportunities are there. If you are changing policy, recycler will get the opportunity. If you are getting feedstock economy, recycler is going to get the opportunity. If you are doing the global collaboration, yes, global collaboration will exist. Everyone is now fighting for carbon credits and all that. That is what that is. Collaboration as well. So these all opportunities exist. We need to explore it and we need to work as a team. Thank you.
Thank you for spoken love for passion and your efforts on ramp up and R&D support. Thank you very much. So we go back to you, Neil. So what are the main challenges you foresee in adopting recycled plastics for manufacturing, and how can the industry overcome these to drive sustainable product innovation?
With the smart water start, let's start for multiverse. The end of every field factor parts. Abuse right. Or rather, people do, there's gaps out there, and with there, they go from big side with the tail. So there, here is really to expect the taxi model. Or if you thought that was actually definitely it's so if you were store colder with pouch that be a door there with tail, you're a little surround of feet or fit create or so like that. So that on color code, that on the color code, and it just if they be you go that the software part of you use your body to make something like that. And we have the passage book there, and I'm just put the back of the back of picture of there. Everything, now I make them all black. I feel that's
Just on that side, look me central. Thank you. My next question to Tobias. So, as the CEO and Sustainability Director, Tobias, what key factors will drive the success of recycled plastics in manufacturing, and how can the industry overcome hurdles to fully embrace sustainability through recycled materials?
I would say it comes down to three things. It's quality, availability, and collaboration. Quality is very important. With customer who can accept it, it's not exactly the same as virgin, but as you mentioned, it has to be the same quality at every time. That's very important. And availability, I mentioned earlier, that's I think the exporter thing. So to get back then the live products, it's special. You see because you talk a lot of plastic bottles and packaging. And PVC is not used for that. The main is used for products to last for 10 to 100 years. So that's also a problem. We get back a pipe which has been 8 years of grounding contains that was also, but that's a different story. And collaboration, of course, is very important. What I think has to be done in the industry is really two things. It's first, it has to be big investment in recycling machines, adjusted for the products taken back, and also, but not forgotten, is the design must be done in a way that is easy to circulate. That's very important because we can see that some customers produce PVC profile and there is some other small part on that which is not PVC and you can't recycle it. Or it's possible but very expensive. So that's very important.
Thank you for sharing your insights, Tobias. Next question to you, Larry.
I have no questions for you.
Yes, Body wish this.
So, our last question is, what role does international trade play in making recycled plastics more accessible and cost-effective for manufacturers worldwide? How can we improve this ecosystem?
So recycling is local, so the material is generated, present, consumed, but like the demand is globally. So, for example, in Italy, they don't have enough recycled plastic, so they mainly buy from Germany because the industry in Germany is way bigger than Italy. So you have a strong network, global, and it might, like the use of plastic might increase not only in Germany but in Italy, also here or other countries. And the challenges are bureaucracy and also namely bureaucracy and policies. But right now we have a reprogram that prime material that comes mainly from Asia, mainly from China, is way cheaper than the secondary material and recycled plastic. So if we don't set up regulations, force us for a while, like recyclers can't survive. So we have to stick together to make the situation better and try to make a better world. Yeah.
Thank you so much. With that, we look at this up to the floor. If there's any questions you'd like to ask, we have really to say across the whole panel over here, so there's any specific questions we really have. Got one question. So.
Thank you so much. Wonderful discussion. The question to the panel is maybe to bring humor this region. How do you guys see the recycling or recycling materials from the cultural cosmos? Why I'm asking this question is that in this part of the world, at least, a very typical mentality of the audience is that, oh, the waste is not good, it's unclean, it's not big kind of things. So, have you ever thought of this element, the cultural element, from the recycling perspective? Thank you.
Thank you so much for the question. Practicing, we are doing recycling. We are not, very old, but yes, 7 years. During this 7 years, I never encountered such kind of, any cultural guidance is there in terms of recycling? No, because we are supplying to different sector, from logistic to packaging, even to fashion industries. My grandmas are going, but I have never encountered like that people are coming with any religious belief that okay, they cannot use recycling. We are very much open, and UAE is always open to accept good and new things.
Do we have any question?
I think so. Thank you so much, all the panelists, for being there. And a big round of applause from all